This episode of Soldier Knows Best is brought to you by the National Campaign Against Drunk Driving. Hey, what's up guys, Soldier Knows Best here with my review of the Google Nexus 7 tablet. Now this tablet is actually made by ASUS, but they combined together with Google to give it the Nexus branding. It's running Android 4.1 Jelly Bean, the latest version of the Android operating system. All this comes in a 7-inch form factor. And I'm going to take a look to see where this tablet ranks amongst the best tablets out there on the market right now. But first we're going to start with the design and the hardware. Now looking at the Nexus 7, it's not going to jump out to you. It's not one of these type of devices that is just designed to really catch your eye and all that stuff, but it's designed to really allow for a one-handed function of a tablet since it is in a 7-inch form factor. It only weighs about 340 grams, and you can really use this thing with one single hand for reading, or if you're going to be cooking or doing something else and have this in one hand and be doing something else with your other hand. But anyway, this is a really good form factor for that. On the back is this very nice rubber type of feel to it, which does allow you to get a really nice firm grip on the tablet itself. And as we head down the back side, which I like to do, you'll find the speaker grill there, and also on the very bottom you'll find a headphone jack and also a micro USB port. Now on the right hand side you will find the volume rocker, and right above that you'll find the power button. Then on the front at the very top you will find a 1.2 megapixel front facing camera. Now this tablet does not feature a rear facing camera, so if you're going to be taking any pictures and videos you will have to be using the front facing camera. And again, the screen on this Nexus 7 is a 7-inch screen with a resolution of 1280 by 800. It also does have 216 ppi, which stands for pixels per inch. Now compare that to the current iPad's PPI, which is 264, you will definitely see that this display isn't the best display on the tablet market out there. I really didn't have any glaring problems with it. It was just fine for me as far as I was gaming or reading books or anything like that. I really had no problems with the screen on this Nexus 7 at all. Now, as far as what's going on the inside of this Google Nexus 7, you will find a quad-core Tegra 3 processor, and also does have a 12-core GPU. You'll find 1 gigabyte of RAM and also either 8 or 16 gigabytes of internal storage, depending on which version of this device that you choose. And also you'll find a 4,325 milliamp battery inside of it, which they say will get you about 9 hours of HD video playback, 10 hours of web browsing, 10 hours of e-reading, and 300 hours of standby time. In my personal experience of reviewing this thing for about 2 weeks now, I would say that I was able to go a few days using this before I really had to give it a full recharge. So the battery life on this Google Nexus 7 will definitely last you a while. So let's look at the hardware and the design of this Google Nexus 7. Now it's going to dive into the software. Again, this is running Android 4.1 Jelly Bean, one of the first devices to really be running the true stock version of Android, the way Google actually wants you to experience it. So we're going to go ahead and see how this software performs on this hardware and to see whether it's going to be something good enough for you. So let's go ahead and check it out. All right, as we slide our way into Android 4.1 Jelly Bean here on the Google Nexus 7, you'll be able to notice right off the bat that everything is very smooth for a $200 tablet. Again, this is a full-fledged OS on a very piece of inexpensive hardware. Now, different things are a little bit different here in Jelly Bean. If I slide down the notification tray here, I not only see my regular notifications, I can swipe off one by one if I wanted to get rid of them, but now I have this new Google Cards that's sitting here waiting for me. And what this is basically information that you may search for a lot using Google, and it'll kind of learn that. So I searched for a lot of information on the Cardinals and things like that. So now I have this card that shows me the latest sports score that they, if they played a game last night, it'll show me that information, or it'll show me the weather, or show me airline flight information, things like that. It just kind of learns what you search for, which is a little bit scary, but it is pretty useful. And this also features a new Google Voice Assistant that is in Jelly Bean, which is just awesome. It's very fast, very responsive, and also very accurate. So I just asked it a couple things right here, so take a listen. Did the Yankees win last night?
No, the Yankees lost to the Rangers 10-6.
Did the Cardinals win?
Lost to the Diamondbacks 2-1.
Dang it, I'm 0 for 2. So as you can see there, the voice assistant works very good on this Google Nexus 7. Now another thing this Nexus 7 can do really well that you may not expect from a $200 tablet, that is gaming. It's able to handle all the latest and greatest games in Android, even though there may not be that many compared to iOS. There are some good games on here, and this Nexus 7 was able to handle them just fine. Played a couple games of Dead Trigger on here. I didn't have any problems at all. The graphics seem to render very well. No frame rate stuttering, nothing like that. So this little tablet, again, for size, is going to be really good for gaming too. So there's a lot of other things I could be covering with Jelly Bean, but I don't want to keep you here too long talking about the software. But I will tell you again, for a $200 tablet, this thing runs software better than $500 tablets that I've seen coming from Android. So software is definitely a thumbs up. Alright guys, well now I'm about to go ahead and wrap up my review of this Google Nexus 7 tablet. I showed you the hardware, the design, and the software, and I'm just going to start off and say this is absolutely the best sub $300 tablet, sub $400 tablet, sub $498 tablet. Anything above that, you definitely run into the iPad territory, but this tablet definitely outperforms a lot of other tablets in its price range, and especially the Amazon Kindle and Fire and all those different tablets like that. This one really surpasses that. It just bringing together a good total package of hardware and software. Now, hardware design is something, again, one-handed use is really the big allure of this type of tablet. You will be able to use this one-handedly, but it does not disappoint as far as the performance you can get by combining the hardware and the new Android 4.1 Jelly Bean software. Now, as far as negative things to say about this tablet, it's really kind of hard to pick out a lot of things because this is in the $200 to $250 price range with the tablet, so you really can't expect the world out of it. But I think overall it performed very well. The only thing I can really see that the camera could definitely be improved, or they could definitely add another camera in the rear-facing camera in the next version of this tablet. So bottom line, it's not better than the iPad, but I will say for its form factor and the price, that those are two things you're really looking forward to. This will definitely be an easy choice to choose over the iPad if you really are going for those two things, something that's more portable and cheaper. You definitely want to go with this Google Nexus 7. So anyway, guys, this is my review of the Google Nexus 7. But before we head out here, just going to take one last look at our sponsor for this video. And remember, I will be announcing the winners of my double Nexus 7 giveaway at the end once you come back for the sponsor. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, here's the sponsor. And the sponsor is the National Campaign Against Drunk Driving, because Labor Day weekend is getting ready to come up. And what I'm telling you right now doesn't just apply to that weekend. This applies to every day of the week. Is that, guys, if you're going to be drinking out here, for all my people that are over 21 years old, of course, if you're going to be drinking out there, you do not need to get behind the wheel and drive, because one, you can definitely hurt yourself if you get in a car accident, run into a telephone pole or something like that. But two, you can hurt somebody else and ruin their family's lives and all that bad stuff as well. Now, I can sit here and tell you guys that I have driven home drunk before in my life, and it was one of the dumbest mistakes that I've ever done. The next morning I thought, okay, what if this could have happened, what if that would have happened, what if I get pulled over, what if I ran into a family who's driving home or something like that. And it's completely dumb, it's completely stupid, and I can own up to my mistake, but hopefully you don't make the same mistake that I did just by hearing my words today. And in 2010 alone, guys, over 10,000 people died in car accidents where somebody was over the legal limit as far as your blood alcohol content. So it's just not worth it. Call a cab, sleep on your friend's couch, do something else. Just stay at home. If you're too drunk, just stay there and get even more drunk, but just don't drive. That's not a bad thing at all to do. So anyway, guys, again, be safe this Labor Day weekend. Have fun out there, but be safe. And again, do not drink and drive. All right, guys, so now it's time to announce the two winners of my double Google Nexus 7 giveaway that I started about a week ago. So all you had to do was comment on one of my Facebook fan page posts regarding the giveaway, and over 17,000 comments to go through. So that's why I got my haircut and beard growing out. It took me a couple days, but anyway, I finally got the two winners. The first winner here is Mark Welch. Mark Welch, you got a nice, good name there, Mark. But Mark Welch, and the second winner is Chantel Theodore. So I'm gonna contact both of you people on Facebook directly, myself and I hit my table directly myself on my Facebook account, and I'll go ahead and get that sent out to you. Anyway, I know a lot of you guys did not win, probably over 17,000 of you probably didn't win, but don't worry, I have more and more giveaways coming your way. So anyway, guys, again, thanks for watching this video. Please leave a comment down below about what you think about the Google Nexus 7 tablet after my review, and thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you later.